Well, now, don't ever think that making money online is reserved for the people who have, college degrees and they have masters, I don't know what, PhDs. No, you can actually do so and you can actually make some cash online even if you do not have a college degree. And guess what? On this channel and on this video right now, I'm gonna share with it just 14 minutes. It can be 14 minutes that changes your life, all right? Even if you hate watching longer videos, how about you stick and watch this video to the end? Because I'm gonna share with you exactly how can you be able to make money online even if you do not have a college degree. I'm gonna take you step by step, and guess what? I dare promise you that you're gonna get value for this video. And by the way, for you to tell me thank you, for only the thing that I would love to get from you is to just like this video. Just hit that. Imagine it does not cost you anything. Just hit that like button and also subscribe down below there if you have never subscribed. I've seen some of you guys are watching my videos without doing so. And I really have a strong feeling that might be you actually. You go ahead and hit that subscription button. All right, let's go to the business. Now, here we are. There's something I want to debunk and I want to get it off your head. You see, there is this constriction of people thinking like making money online, you have to do forex, you have to do some, I don't know, online writing, I don't know, you have to do something to do article writing, you have to be copywriting, you have to do annotations, surveying, what else, I don't know, crypto and all those, those are the largely things that people think that you can actually make money online. No, it's not a must that you do all those things. Let's say maybe you don't even know how to type in a computer, you know nothing, you can actually be able to make some money cash online. How exactly do you do this? And I don't want you to complicate the things, all right? Okay, now, what do you do? Very simple question. What do you do? Who are you? All right? Are you a teacher? Are you a doctor? Or maybe say you are a business person. Maybe let's say you are, you're just a common individual. Are you a farmer? What are you? You are a mechanic. All right? Now, what are you? The first question that you can answer is that, what are you? All right? And the moment you answer, what are you? It means, what do you do? And what do you do? Obviously, do you get paid? Yes. Then it means that you offer value to the society. It's as simple as that. All right? Let's say, for example, you're a mechanic. Let me just use a simple example of a mechanic. I know whatever the country that you're watching from Kenya, there is a very common place in Nairobi known as Gregory, Gregon. That's a place where you find all the mechanics. Everything you need about cars, find there. And I'm going to use that example to take, you guys, you have your own Gregon and you have whatever. I'm using this example. You can use it whatever the thing that you do. Let's say you're a mechanic, okay? And if you're a mechanic, you are out there. So if you maybe say you're stationed in Gregon, it means that you can only get the clients who know Gregons and who can come to Gregon when they come with their car. They come with their car so that you can repair their car and you get that specific service. All right? So what does it mean? You cannot be able to scale down that business. What does it mean? You can only serve people who come from that locality. Let's say maybe you're a teacher. After closing the schools, usually think about planning what we call, a tuition, a remedial teaching, maybe from where you come from. All right, you take some few kids and gather them somewhere in a certain school, you rent a space, and then maybe you borrow a certain teacher, and then you come and teach, and then you get a few coins after the holiday. You see, now you're confining yourself within that locality. You get my point? Now, this is how you can actually make money online if you do not have a degree out there, okay? Now, say if you're a mechanic. So how about you turn on your camera? You have a phone. The reason why you're watching this video, obviously you're not watching me from just a normal phone. You're watching me with a smartphone. And probably, not even probably, I'm 100% sure you have an internet accessibility. Probably watching this from Wi-Fi or your own home data, whichever the case is. So I can confirm to you right now, you watching this video, you have a smartphone and you have accessibility of internet. And I assume and I believe that your phone has a good camera. So how about you record that what you do? Simple. You record that what you tell us. Okay, you work in mechanic, record you repairing a car and tell people, hey, you know what, guys, if you don't want to get scammed, this is how you repair a car. This is how, but if a car shows up this kind of a problem, this is exactly what you do it. Oh, and by the way, if there is this challenge, even if you're a lady, I know you probably may not understand, just open your whatever, do like this is what goes where, this is what goes where. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like my services, you can always grab my number from the description of this video. You can grab my number from my profile bio. And by the way, that's what I always tell people. You see, now whenever you come out there on the social media, if you're watching this, maybe let's say you are a mechanic in Nairobi and someone in Mombasa, all the way, those are like two vast distance towns. So if somebody is watching that video and they're watching them from Mombasa, they will be like, wow, that guy is amazing. So remember, the moment they have a problem, guess what will happen? They go ahead and grab your number. Even if you won't go all the way to Mombasa to repair their car, you actually gonna charge them some services. Like, okay, fine, I do have a car that has this and this, and what would you advise me? Can I repair this and this and this? By the way, I had a problem with my mechanic, did this and this and this, but the car has never become okay. What exactly would you advise me me to do. Oh, and by the way, I do not care. I can even pay for you the transport cost and you come here and you repair my car. I am telling you the number of calls that will flow in from that specific a video that you make out there, you'll be shocked. The problem is this: you believe, let me tell you one thing, okay? I usually receive a lot of clients from you guys watching my videos, and the only way I usually do so is because I come here, I share the information, and I tell you, if you would like to get more information, a customized or tailored information, always grab my number, give me a call, and then we can converse it. That is the only way you let people know. Let me tell you one secret. If you ask me today, the best CV or the curriculum vitae you can ever write to the society is your presence on the social media. If you just go to the social media, you dance, you do some funny things, and people can, you see, it is good when you present real and valuable things, and the moment you do that, you're gonna make some cash. Let's go to the next point. So what do you do? All right, and don't overthink, okay? Largely outside of what you do, just think around what you exactly do. You work in a cottage industry, you make a very good thing, you repair houses, you do repairments, you do painting, you do art and craft, you are a driver, you actually do the business. Just let people know who you are, and that is exactly how you, for example, there is a guy who in Kenya actually really trend a lot of times, because that guy, he's a guy who does the molding. I forgot the name. So the guy does the molding when the house is built, he does the molding, he makes a very good, nice and moldings out there. That guy was narrating a certain show, Lynn Gugi show. Yeah, Lynn Gugi show. That guy was narrating a certain story that he was paid for a flight all the way from Kenya to Mandera. That's like a too vast, it's over, I think it's, wow, like almost to 1,000 kilometers. Not even almost, over 1,000 kilometers. That's quite a very long period of, or rather a very long distance. That guy was paid a flight by one of the greatest people in Kenya to go and do the molding for their houses, just for him appearing on the online social media, saying what he does. Even if you're a mason, you're doing some things out there, let people know who you are, talk to people. Some of the guys are being scammed out there. For example, there is a problem in our country when people are buying pieces of land. You know, you go out there and you buy a piece of land and you realize there was no real title deed and such, and people get scammed. And if you can come here and you know all the processes of buying a land, maybe probably you're not even a surveyor. You bought your land and you used the right procedure. Maybe you've been buying lands for quite a long time. How about you just turn on a camera? You know what, guys, I bought this land, and by the way, I would like to tell you how you can actually go ahead and acquire a piece of land in a very legit way. Consider this factor. Make sure that you search for this. Make sure that you do this. Make sure that you do this. When you have all these factors and they all been ticked in that boxes, then you can go ahead and purchase that what? That piece of land. Guess what? How many people will be able to help? Some of them will call you, hey, guess what? I want to buy a piece of land. Would you mind if you can meet and actually direct me? By the way, I don't mind to paying you, taking me to that place where I want to buy. People are ready to pay you, provided you show value. That's a reality. The problem that you have is this: you have the knowledge, you sit on that knowledge, nobody knows that you exist, and nobody knows that you have that knowledge. For example, what I always share here, for if I decided not to just come here and share the videos and whatever, just do my own things, probably today you wouldn't even have been having a good Joseph. You wouldn't even be knowing anything to do with the financial literacy that I actually offer here. It is good to break out your comfort zone, take that camera and record anything and everything that you're doing. If you guys can actually know the secret I'm sharing with you right now, that's a very expensive information that I'm sharing. Only the wise and those who make a decision are the one who gonna go ahead and take that decision and do something. All right, now we got the next point, is that measure on your skills and interests. Let's say maybe you love to do some things. Measure your skills and interests. Put them on online and share value, and then do what? Monetize them later. So there are things that you're actually good at, okay? There are things that you love. Let's say maybe you love giving stories. You love narration. Maybe you have a good voice. Maybe you have some things. How about you coach about that? Maybe you are good at maybe you're good at something to do with kids. Maybe you're good at cooking. Maybe you're good at something. You just share. For example, there is a very great guy in our country called Roaming Chef. He's a guy who does the cooking from a balcony. I think he's a former rugby in Kenya. He's a very great guy. The guy just does things. They know how to prepare this. Done. You see, when I say done, guys, you know that guy. All right. He's called Roaming Chef. I think he's on YouTube and also on TikTok. You can check him out. He's a great guy in Kenya, and I bet he's even known all over the world. All right. So the guy does all those cooking things and this, and guess what? He got approached by some of the brands that I won't mention the name here. Approached the guy, and the guy is advertising for that brand and many others brands. You might be shocked, you being approached by those brands that are selling those food items. They are telling you, hey, you know what? We love what you usually do. There is a certain beautiful lady on TikTok. She does the cooking. She says how I cook for my husband, how what I do, this kind of things and all those kind of things. Guess what? You might think like she's just recording videos for fun. You never know what brand is watching. The brand can actually approach you out there. Brand can tell you, hey, how about we partnership it on affiliate marketing. You know, you'll be able to make some commission after that space. Come on, just have this broad perspective. That thing that you love doing, you never know. You might actually go out there and record it. You never know who is watching. And you might be watched by somebody who has been looking for an individual with that kind of a skills. Do not, please, do not complicate things. Don't complicate, you know. Don't think hard at recording videos. No, don't think hard. You know, the problem sometimes you overthink and then you do not even take any action. All right. I remember the first time I made my video, I never even had a smartphone. It's true. I can attest to that. I used my sister's smartphone. That's a reality. Yeah, I know it may sound like a motivation, but the reality does not change it. The reality, that's the reality. I went there and recorded the video, posted out there because I had that move inside of me saying, hey, go ahead and do this kind of a thing, okay? That's the point. Now, the other thing is that do some online tutoring. I was giving an example. You are a teacher. You can actually go ahead and prepare online classes. You're good at mathematics. Everyone knows. Hey, for example, I remember back when I was in high school, we had a good teacher who was very good at mathematics. And I was wondering, this guy is only teaching. Okay, fine. Then I didn't know, but now I'm asking myself, up to date, the guy is still teaching. And I'm like, damn, this guy taught me a very good mathematics, but I was good at mathematics. And I was like, even biology and all the sciences, let me just say that. And I was like, and up today I'm like, if this guy can actually be able to understand what he can actually do with that phone, if he can actually pick that phone and be able to go ahead and record these videos, put it out there, share to people and share to students how to solve some different sums and whatever, some of guys will actually call you. You'll be preparing for the master classes. You'll be preparing for what we call the online classes where you're teaching people. And obviously you charge them a certain fee. And you not only confine yourself within your locality, but anybody from outside the world can actually access you. All over the world can access you because we have very many students out there who are suffering from different challenges. That is exactly what you do, all right? Maybe say you're good at voice. You know, there are some people who sell their voices. You know, somebody is very good at voices. You know, you can advertise something to do with men. You can advertise something. You never know who is watching, all right? That's the point, okay? Now, the other thing is that selling products or services. So let's say you have an existing business right now, okay? You sell some products, but you do not even have an online presence. For example, in Kenya, we usually have this second clothing, yeah? And nowadays, I'm seeing them actually trending online. They are posting those, we call them bales here, you know, those sort of a thing wrapped, whatever. You understand how it's usually imported in Africa, you know? So, and I usually wonder why do we import those second clothing? But anyway, it is what it is. Now, you see, they actually go there because it's a very booming business here in Kenya, actually. So they post those bales and they say, hey, guess what? If you'd like to start, we call it Mutumba business, those second-hand clothing. That's our name. So they say, hey, if you'd like to start a Mutumba business, you can actually start with this amount of money. I can sell you this bale at this price. You can do this and this and that. And people trickle into that places, calling them, asking them, where can I access you? Where is your location? And all those kind of things. For example, if you just keep quiet, you just watch some things from your videos, you don't record, you don't put it out there, you will never receive all those calls. So have online presence of whatever you're selling. You're selling products, you're selling food products, you're selling whatever you are selling. And this is what I always tell people. Even if you're selling a normal general shop and somebody, let's say you have a shop in maybe in Nairobi and somebody watching that videos all the way from, say, okay, for example, you have a shop in Lagos and somebody is watching from Abuja. Yeah, probably they may not buy from you, but the moment they want to start that kind of a business, whom do you think they will think about? They will think about you. Maybe let's say they want to do something, they will think about you. And those are the things that you actually charge for the consultation services and you show value to them. And that's how you make money. That's how you do so online. The last one but not the least is actually called the online coaching and also consulting. Simple. Probably I've talked about this. Do you coach some things? Can you coach some people? For example, you may have some people who are suffering from, you know, maybe their kids are actually disturbing them, the teenagers, handling teenagers and such kind of things. Go ahead, talk to them, share with them some of the information, you know, tell them this is how you handle them, this is how you handle yourself. Mental health issues is affecting people. And I'm yet to see individuals who are talking about mental health. It is really affecting a lot of people. So go out there, make some mental health, videos. Tell them if you realize somebody is behaving this way, understand them, coach them this way, handle them this way. This is where you go. This is how you seek help. All those kind of things. You're facing depressions, you know, and all those kind of things. You have to be very, very serious on handling these cases. So anyway, the point is be very careful. I was about to give a very bad story that happened yesterday in Kenya, but I won't share it now. So about positive energy here. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. Make sure that you do something on that area that I've shared with you. And maybe probably in one way or the other, you would love my services pertaining to finances, pertaining to investments or businesses. Always grab that number of mine from the description of this specific video and let's talk business. For now, it's a goodbye. But don't forget, make sure that you subscribe and like this video. Also comment down below. See you in the next one.